Hello everyone, Master N here, and today I'm bringing you a new type of content. It is a series I'm doing called Team Overviews. So I'm going to start out with the Bears, and basically you'll see today what I'll do throughout the videos is I'll name the people that everyone has in their positions, whether I think they'll do good, bad, what's good about that, what's bad about that. And at the very end, I will say the record, I think. So we're going to start out with Bears. We're going to do the NFC North. Stay tuned for this video. Comment down below when it is your favorite team. Like the video if you think I should do more like this. Subscribe and cue the Hellcat. We have Mitchell Trubisky and Nick Foles. So the upside of that is we have two quarterbacks who could play decently. So if one's injured, we already have a pro quarterback in the team who can play. And the negative is we have a QB tool, which can cause tension. Also, in my opinion, none of these quarterbacks are the best. I would have much rather had the Bears sign Cam Newton, draft Jacob Eason or something instead of bringing in Nick Foles. I think Trubisky's better than Foles, and I think Foles is going to bring us nowhere, which is my opinion, but two QBs who are fighting for the position is going to cause a lot of tension. So the thing is, though, tension could be a good thing. If you remember in the 90s when Deion Sanders went on the Niners and Jerry Rice was on the Niners, there was a lot of tension between them. They made it to the Super Bowl this year and they played their best. So I honestly think that it could kind of be like that between Trubisky and Foles. I hope it's that case and not the tension where whenever someone throws an interception, we'll just say, okay, let's put him in. Okay, he threw an interception, let's put the other guy in. I hope it does not become that. So that is what I think for the quarterback position. Moving on to running backs. We got our two main running backs that I think we're going to be using this year. David Montgomery and Tarek Cohn. Now, there are two pretty good running backs that can make insane plays. And I honestly think at least one of them is going to have a breakout year this year and do a lot better. Because here's the thing. If with the quarterback duel, we'll have it like every certain number of interceptions, we'll switch it out. I think they're going to love running the ball a lot more because I run the ball, can't be an interception, can it? So, my negative about the running back position is we can have injuries, which will cause concern, and it's not the worst if they get injured, but I mean, this position will help us, but it's not like we need this position or else we are 0-16. But this position will help us get some wins, I definitely think. Moving on to wide receiver, I put Anthony Miller and Allen Robinson on, and we have ourselves the upside. Allen Robinson is one of the best offensive players on the Bears, and he will definitely aid whoever the QB is. Anthony Miller was injured this year. We didn't get to see it much, but I know he plays well. I'm not concerned about the wide receiver position with a little bit of injuries, but again, this impacts the offense on most with injuries, though. Our wide receivers and tight ends are some of our best positions that if we get injured, we might not be able to. The thing about tight end, though, is we have 10 tight ends, so it's fine if one gets injured. We have 8 backups. But anyways, that's the wide receiver deal. On to the tight ends. We got ourselves Jimmy Graham and Cole Kmet. Jimmy Graham will not play like he's on the Saints anymore. But because he did have that time where he played on the Saints, he will mentor Cole Kmet. And Cole is a rookie from Notre Dame. He loves the Bears. I think Cole Kmet is going to do pretty well. This is probably one of Jimmy Graham's last few years, and we're going to try to make it one of his best few years. I honestly could see Cole Kmet and Jimmy Graham, and I think that, I honestly see Jimmy Graham and Cole Kmet, and I think that they will work together well. My negative is that besides these two, we still have 8 other tight ends who are going to be like, what about us? Which is going to be hard to deal with. We got ourselves in a little bit of a kabobble here. And for the last offensive position, we have the O-line. Leno, Long, Whitehair, Sinton, Massey. So, I'm going to say this is pretty decent. Cody Whitehair, Kyle Long, pretty good players. But here's the thing. We had Lamar Jackson, we'd be balling. But I honestly don't think the O-line has enough skill to protect Trubisky or an older Foles. But we'll see how this plays out. So that was basically kind of a halfway point. If you want, you can pause the video now. This was all of the offensive skilled position linebackers. Danny Trevathan, Robert Quinn, the new guy we got, Khalil Mack, Roquan Smith, Mingo, tons of other talent. This is our most skilled position. One of the best linebackers in the NFL, or a few of the best linebackers in the NFL, really. Khalil Mack is a future Hall of Famer. But now we have to say this. What happens if these guys are all injured? The team is screwed. So that's why I'm saying this is one of our most valued positions on the Bears right now, and we're going to try to make it work. So, yes. So now let's talk about the Robert Quinn deal. Robert Quinn got shipped here from Texas. A lot of people are like, he might not be the best. That is completely a lie. Robert Quinn is so good. And I think, worst case, we have the rest of our defense. Robert Quinn's going to perform pretty well. We got ourselves Roquan Smith, Khalil Mack, and Danny Trevathan. Those 3 names, you know, are going to do good. Next position, defensive tackles. These are the 2 other big names, 2 of our other big names on the defense. Akeem Hicks and Eddie Goldman. Right now you're looking at 2 of the best defensive linemen in the NFL right here. Defensive tackles. These guys are insane. But the only negative about these 2 guys is they are getting to be a little bit older. I'm not doubting that they'll perform really well. Scary if they get injured. We still have our linebackers though, but these guys are very talented. The only thing that's scary is they're a little bit older. Next position. Here are the 2 safeties that are insane for us. We got Sean Gibson and Eddie Jackson. Sean Gibson is going to perform well. We know that. We got ourselves a new safety so that Eddie Jackson will be insane. Now, on the other side of things, the issue is that Eddie Jackson really was being forced to carry the rest of the safeties. So if Sean Gibson gets injured or something, he's basically going to be the only really good safety, and he's going to have to carry them, which can be somewhat concerning. D-line, everybody. Now, right here, I only put one person on because pretty much he's the most talent we have, and the only transparent picture I could find is Roy Robertson Harris. Really good D lineman. We have a few other D linemen. We have Urban, another Gibson. We have a pretty decent D line, but better because it's a lot better because the rest of the defense is insane. Again, we're kind of aging out with the defensive line. I think we could update that a little bit more. So that's my thoughts about the defensive line. The last defensive position, cornerbacks. Kyle Fuller, one of the best cornerbacks in the league. He's insane. We also have Buster Skrine, who has played in the NFL for a lot of years. He's a veteran in the NFL. He knows what he is doing. But the issue is that after Buster Skrine, there is not much talent in the NFL. And now we finished the defense, really. So, another good pausing point if you want to pause before we finish. This right here is not our strong suit, our kicker and punter. We have O'Donnell, which is pretty good, and Eddie Pinheiro. I'd honestly take Eddie Pinheiro over Cody Parkey. Right now, if someone told you that for the 2018 season, quite a few years ago, we got rid of Robbie Gould, right? We brought in Cody Parkey. We made it to the playoffs. We were one field goal away from winning, and Cody Parkey double-doinked it, whereas Robbie Gould probably would have got it right in the middle. That's why we need to rebuild our kicker position. I honestly don't have many thoughts about Eddie Pinheiro, and I think he'll be fine. Pat O'Donnell's pretty good. I'm honestly not worrying about him. Last position, our kick returner, Cordero Patterson. What can I say? He had that 90-yard touchdown. Roll the clip. Anyways, he's probably going to do really good this year. So I'm excited for that. Now, the final thing that we're doing is what I think the record is. Could we get a drum roll, please? Sorry about that. I cannot find the record page. I predict the record will be 9-7. Honestly, it could be lower or higher, but I think it's somewhere along the lines of 9-7. We could go in 8-8 depending on the injuries, 10-6 depending on the quarterback situation, 11-5 depending on the Lions. I honestly don't know what's going to happen. So I'm pretty psyched for this season. Bears fans, comment down below. Love you guys. Peace out. Like, subscribe. Peace. And I hope I'll see you sometime soon. Suggest in the comments below what team you'd like me to do next. Peace.